Well, good morning. Welcome back to Factotum Life. I'm in the garage, and today what we are going to be doing here is working on our 2017 Honda CR-V, which, hard to believe, but it is due for some suspension work. So what's going on here is the right front upper strut mount bearing is crunchy, making a lot of noise. It's been making noise for quite a while now, but we're at the point now where I kind of want to take care of it. So what's going to occur is I am doing something that I swore I would never do again, which is the quick strut assemblies. And I've had experience with Monroe quick strut assemblies and KYB quick strut assemblies, and I have not been impressed with either. The Monroe quick strut assemblies I did in our 2011 Grand Caravan when I had a spring break and I didn't have an easy alternative. It was when, COVID was going on and parts were on back order. And so I was able to get my hands on a set of quick struts from Monroe, put them in, and had nothing but problems with them, like noises after about 3 months. The spring assemblies, the ride was not the same, and overall it was not a great experience. And I ended up rectifying it by ordering Chrysler factory springs, KYB struts, factory Chrysler upper mounts, and factory Chrysler bearings, and kind of reassembled it, and everything worked, and it's been working. So fast forward to today, and we now have a new quick strut assembly, and with the this is that I have generally been very happy with AISIN and AISIN products. My understanding is AISIN is not the supplier for the struts on the CR-V. I remember when it was new, it had, I believe it was Saks, and I can't find Saks struts anywhere. Probably can get them from Honda, which they're about $198 just for the strut, and then, piecing it together. So that brings us back to this AISIN strut assembly. A lot of times this AISIN stuff looks like it came right off the factory floor and was just repackaged or reboxed. That's not necessarily the case here. The spring assembly here feels a little bit thinner than the one in the car, but I thought it was worthwhile to give it a shot. So I paid $350 through Amazon to get my hands on 2 of these, and so that puts us about $175 each, and we're going to give it a try. I'll let everyone know how it turned out, and whether the AISIN quick strut assemblies are worth time and effort. Maybe we'll do a little side-by-side comparison. Let's get to work.
see, hopefully we can get the stuff out. Fortunately, we are dealing with some corroded bolts. There we go. No idea if we'll be able to get that out. Thinking no, but maybe we can. Trying to remove the ABS sensor. Oh, that seems very, very fused. I just don't think we're gonna get that out without major heroics.
Oh, what do we got here? All right, we're just trying to support the caliper here so we don't put a bunch of pressure on the brake hose. One of the benefits of working on the floor as opposed to on the hoist. Got our wheel speed sensor. That is probably stuck. Go like that. Might give us enough space to kind of move this around without having to take it out. Because at this point in the game, 8 years old, it's probably just going to come out in pieces. All right, we're going to do a couple things here quick. We're going to clean up the threads of our tie rod and our sway bar link so they hopefully come off a little easier. Just gonna mark that like that's up at the top. And let's do this here. There we go. We moved. That's why you mark this, because it ended up moving. This will make our life easier when we go and do the alignment. Get everything lubricated. We are trying to get our pinch bolt removed.
There we go.
All right, the only thing left we have right now, we have that ABS sensor that is still attached, but I think we have enough wire to drop it down. And then I have 3 bolts or nuts holding the strut to the body. And then we have the ball joint at the bottom here that needs to get disconnected. So we're gonna do that right now. Beast of a... All right, here. All right. Come on. All right. We need to make a little room here. All right. Let's see if we can get this out. Pry a little bit. Come on. There we go. All right, so right off the bat, what I am seeing here between our factory and our hopefully quality aftermarket is the, we have obviously the tube difference here, and then there is a little bit of a difference here between the thickness. This feels a little bit thicker. So we'll see what the ride's like. But tube's a little bit longer down here, but that may not be relevant because this stuff is lining up and this stuff's lining up. So yeah, I'm gonna clean up. We need to clean up our piece here. dawned on me now I've gone through all this work. Maybe I should have done wheel bearings at the same time. Hopefully they're okay. We'll find out here. We gotta clean this up. Clean. All right, that is that. We are going to grab our strut assembly. Going a little faster. Cotter pin. Need a cotter pin. Okay, we've tightened that. We've tightened that. This. That back in. Okay, so that's in. Now we need, what do we need here? We are buzzing along. This needs to be put on. We'll put that on in a minute. Let's get all right, good.
2 is our magic number. Oh, come on, pig. There we go. They say don't use the axle nuts again, but I am. Don't do as I do, do as I say. Don't use the axle nuts. All right. That is done. Now we need to take that down and we need to gotta balance the wheel. All right, that concludes our installation video of our new AISIN struts on the 2017 Honda CR-V. And I'm just going to follow up and say it's been about 4 weeks since these struts have been installed. And so far, the ride quality, I would say, is pretty close to how it was brand new. Is not any noises. It's quiet, not crunching, that sort of thing, which is good because that's why we replaced it. We had an upper strut mount bearing that was crunchy, backing out. Overall, you know, everything has worked. There isn't yet any signs of, you know, leakage from the struts. So at least 1 month in, so far so good. Time's really going to tell. It's been my experience in the past that the quick struts usually they work out of the box, but then, you know, 2, 3, 4 months in, there's something else going on with them. And so I'm very hopeful with the AISIN struts that, you know, they will continue to perform and we'll see what happens. So, but rest assured, if anything does occur, I will, you know, make a post about it. But so far, so good.